Hey guys, Bix Weir, roadtoroota.com. Off on a little early morning adventure to pick up my mom this morning. But I had some thoughts on silver that I wanted to get out, and I didn't have time to do it before I left the house. I'm going to do it right here in the car as we're driving. Why is it different this time? Why is the silver market, the potential for taking out the bad guys meaning the silver market riggers, why is it different this time as compared to any other time in history? And there are a few differences. I know everybody says, oh yeah, it's different this time, and then it turns out to be exactly the same. I have no doubt that Steve Mnuchin, the Treasury Secretary, wants it to be the same as always. He wants to implement his computer rig and slam the market down. He will try. I think he's doing it on a smaller scale right now to maintain the price. But there are some things that have changed in the silver market. And one of the biggest things that have changed is it currently stands that the commercials, the top 4 or top 8 commercials, have the highest short position on the COMEX in history. And this is important because it is from these extreme either highs or extreme lows that silver will be let loose. And I had always thought that it would be from the extreme lows they get their final licks in, slam the price of silver down as low as possible, and then let it run free. I think it might be even a little different this time, and the reason being that there is a new sheriff in town, and that sheriff's name is Donald Trump. Yes, the same Donald Trump that has flip-flopped on every single one of his promises in only the last few weeks. Has he gone crazy? Have the bad guys taken him over? I don't think so. I think the Trump plan is to do exactly what he's doing, completely flip-flop, so that he's doing exactly what Washington wants, exactly what the media wants, exactly what the military wants, because he knows the system's about to crash, and he knows it's about to fail, and what he can say upon the crash is that, hey, I tried to do it your way. I tried to do it your way, and look where it got us. So I believe that after the crash, Trump will have a significant position to say, hey, I'm going to do it my way. I was elected to change these things about America, and the reason I wanted to change them is because it was unsustainable and we were on the brink of the crash. Now that the crash has happened, we're going to go and do things the way I want to do them, and the people who I am working with, who I call the good guys, want to change America. And Trump's the perfect guy to do that because he's the king of the workout. That's what he's done with his businesses, is bankrupt them and work out, rejigger the debt and get them up and running again. He loves to play the bankruptcy game. He loves to play the debt game. So yeah, that's the take. But why is it different in silver? Not just because we are at an extreme short position on the COMEX, which will take out these large silver shorts. Now the large silver shorts, the big ones, I would guess, because nobody knows except the CFTC might know, and they all trade back and forth to each other, so there's probably about 4 of them, and the COMEX data clearly shows that the 4 largest short positions on the commercial side have the largest short position in history. So I would guess it's JP Morgan, obviously, Citibank, obviously, Citibank because they're in the OCC data and they are known as a criminal bank. Deutsche Bank is probably very short silver over in Europe, and there's a few others, SocGen and a couple of other big banks. And one of the ways they get away with rigging the market is trading back and forth to each other, so no single entity has the silver short hot potato at any given time. So I would imagine there's 4 to 6 banks, but right now they're looking a little scared, and scared, not scared because of they don't think they can control the price, scared that they think that with the new Trump administration and all the changes in the Brexit and all the changes around the world, and knowing that the good guys have won this battle behind the scenes, they're going to have to control and rig the silver price in plain view of certain people within the CFTC who just got hired to basically patrol the silver market. I think it was 100% about silver. So we're gonna see if these banks can do it on their own without the help of the Treasury and the Fed, and because I think the U.S. is at that point where we want to destroy the system. If the system keeps going, the U.S. will lose, and it's very clear that the U.S. is losing political power around the world, monetary influence around the world, and the end game, always on the road to Ruta, was to destroy the system and return to a gold standard. That's from the Fed Boston comic books that show a little kid walking into a bank with a pile of money, exchanging it for a pile of gold coins. Very interesting, and that's in the Banking Basics publication from the Fed Boston. Very interesting way to kind of sneak out the idea that that's where we're headed. Also in that publication is a picture, a cartoon picture of the Federal Reserve Bank bathed in golden light and the door cracked open, complete opposite of the Gata painting, which is bathed in darkness and all the doors shut, and the Gata guys running towards the Federal Reserve Bank. Kick some ass. Love you, Gata guys. And Gata has not stopped. Ted Butler has not stopped. We have not stopped in this fight. No matter how long they have abused us, silver investors and gold investors, we have not stopped. We are gaining in both momentum and understanding of how the rig works, who does it, how they do it, and why it should end. So yeah, we're getting to that point. China is doing their part. Russia is doing their part. Trump and his the good guys behind Trump are doing their part. And I think we're going to see some real fireworks. Sorry, it must be early. Fireworks going into the summer, which is supposed to kind of start right now. Although California today, rainy and cloudy. But we're going to see some real fireworks, especially because of what's going on at the LBMA. The LBMA every other week is having pricing problems, and they are on their last legs. The CME and Reuters have backed down from doing the fix, the silver fix. Why does a free market need a fix in the first place is a question nobody dares ask, because it's just a handful of banks at the LBMA setting the price of silver, setting the price of gold, and it is illegal to fix prices, I thought. And well, I don't know what the laws are in England, but it should be illegal to manipulate prices. Then again, England has their own rules and their own way of doing things, and they have been in control of these criminal markets for a long, long time behind the scenes. So I think England is, the people, the bad guys within England are being taken out, and they need to be taken out. England is a hotbed, the England upper echelon hotbed for pedophilia and market rigging and starting false flag wars like what's going on in Syria. It's coming out now that they were even, at least English people, ex-English, I forgot the name of the CIA, English version of the CIA, but they were behind the dossier on Trump and Russia, complete fabrication. And yeah, the bad guys in England need to be shown the door, and I think they will be, along with the bad guys in the U.S. They are being shown the door behind the scenes. We just need to see it. We need more exposure to that side of this game, because for everything that it looks like on the surface, it looks like the bad guys are still in charge and have taken over the Trump administration and all that stuff. I don't believe it to be true at all. I think it's all a plan and a plot on Trump's part. One, to get rid of the Russian connection investigation. It's kind of hard for that to continue with all the stuff that's going on, the potential warring between Russia, Putin, and Trump. So that's a good outcome of the Trump flip-flop. Another good outcome will be after the crash that is coming, is looming. I don't know what day it's going to happen, but most likely, from all the Road to Ruta data and the other things that I've analyzed when it comes to silver, It will be silver that sparks the implosion of the system, the destruction of the silver short, which will in turn destroy the banks with gigantic derivatives like Deutsche Bank, Citibank, JP Morgan. Although JP Morgan plans to get out of it by holding physical silver, a completely separate asset class than electronic silver, if you ask me. And the hoard that they hold supposedly is almost equal to their short position. So although their short position will get destroyed at, you know, $100 silver, $200 silver, it will be covered by their silver, physical silver holdings. Now, those people who think that JP Morgan will get out of the game because of their silver holdings, remember, they got the other side of the equation as well. They have the gigantic silver short on the COMEX. So it's, you know, as the evil wicked witch Blythe Masters said when she was interviewed on CNBC a while back, she said, "No, we hold a neutral position in silver. We don't rig the silver markets. We hold a neutral position." Well, a neutral position can be, you know, 1,000 ounces or 100,000 ounces or 100 million ounces, or in the case of JP Morgan, it could be 600 million ounces of silver as a neutral position, meaning they hold the physical and they hold a 600 million ounce short position as well. I don't think their short position is that big. I believe their short position is closer to, I think it's 150 million ounces at the moment, which is 30,000 contracts. Ted Butler has all that information, and he's the guru on what's going on with JP Morgan. Anyway, so yeah, I do believe that silver will be the thing that takes down the system this time, and gold as well, but you know, there's a lot of gold out there that they can use to cover these shorts. But silver, there's just not a lot of physical. So I expect this to happen. It could be any day that silver starts to move up. And the key thing to watch is if the silver contracts are covered. And especially and the only way to cover these contracts is either with a higher price or with a slam down. Either way it goes, silver manipulation is not long for this world. So keep an eye on it, and that's about it. I'm at my destination, so we'll talk to you later.